Raiders fans, the atmosphere around Las Vegas has been heavy after yet another rough afternoon inside Allegiant Stadium. Week 12 brought a matchup that many hoped would be a turning point, but the field told a different story. The offense once again struggled to establish any rhythm, leaving the crowd restless and wondering how a team calm as much potential as the silver and black keeps falling into the same patterns. People travel long distances to watch this team, and instead of fireworks, they keep seeing the same silent scoreboard stretches that have defined most of this season. What truly stole the spotlight happened the moment the final whistle faded. As the players made their way toward the tunnel following the 24-10 loss, the home crowd let out everything they had penned up: frustration, disappointment, disbelief. And right in the middle of that tension came a moment no one expected. The starting quarterback jogged toward the locker room and, while passing near the stands, made a gesture that instantly set social media on fire. In a season already filled calm criticism, that small second created a massive reaction across Raider Nation. The organization quickly addressed it, noting their disappointment and emphasizing the respect they hold for their fan base. For a franchise that prides itself on identity, passion, and loyalty, the situation hit a nerve. Raider Nation has always been known for standing by the silver and black through every storm, and this year they have endured more than their share. The team has struggled to give them reasons to celebrate, especially since the move to Las Vegas, and this kind of moment only deepens the frustration. The quarterback's performance has been questioned all season. After arriving calm expectations and a fresh deal, many were certain he would elevate the offense, unlock weapons downfield, and bring stability to a unit that desperately needed leadership. Instead, the turnovers continued, the production dipped, and the consistency never appeared. The team envisioned a veteran presence capable of controlling games, but week after week the same problems resurfaced. Now, calm emotions running high after the post-game incident, the conversation about the quarterback position has shifted from concern to urgency. The possibility of the Raiders charting an entirely new path at the position is no longer speculation. It is becoming a topic that feels unavoidable as the offseason approaches. Around the league, attention has already turned toward the upcoming draft, where the Raiders hold significant decisions ahead. For many analysts and fans, quarterback sits at the top of the priority list. Yet one recent projection stirred debate by sending the Raiders in a different direction entirely. Instead of focusing on the offensive side, this mock draft positioned the team to reinforce the defense, selecting a standout safety viewed by some as one of the most complete players available. The scouting reports rave about his instincts, intelligence, and rare blend of toughness and athletic ability. Standing 6 foot and weighing 205 pounds, he plays the position with a fearlessness that jumps off the screen. Comparisons to legendary defenders have already been floated, and while those are always lofty names to attach to a college star, his tape shows why evaluators speak so highly of him. His presence in the secondary would immediately address one of the Raiders' longest-running issues. The safety unit has struggled, and the team desperately needs someone capable of stepping in and owning that role from day one. What makes this potential pick even more interesting is how perfectly it fits the defensive scheme. The coaching staff has been searching for a player who can handle the physical demands of the position while also serving as a reliable voice in the back end. This prospect brings that combination, along the maturity and football awareness of someone who looks ready to contribute from his first NFL snap. For a team that cannot afford to miss a premium selection, adding a player who arrives NFL-ready could stabilize an entire side of the ball. As the season winds down, the questions only multiply. The future of the quarterback position, the direction of the next draft, the relationship fan base that continues to show up even when the scoreboard offers no reward. The silver and black stand at a crossroads, and every decision from here echoes louder because of how turbulent this year has been. As all of this unfolds, you can feel the tension inside the building every time the team steps on the field. Raider Nation keeps packing the stadium, wearing the colors proudly, bringing the same energy they always bring, But the disconnect between the passion in the stands and the product on the field has never felt wider. Every drive feels like a test of patience. Every stalled possession draws that collective sigh, and every turnover seems to echo louder than the last. Fans are used to adversity, but they are not used to watching a group that looks so unsure of itself offensively. The frustration is not just about losing games. It is about the repeated sense that the team is drifting without direction. The coaching staff, week after week, keeps emphasizing the need for urgency. They talk about accountability, they talk about getting back to fundamentals, but the results are not matching the message. You can see moments where the defense gives them a fighting chance, stretches where the front seven battles hard, and the secondary shows signs of tightening up. But those flashes are constantly overshadowed by long stretches where the offense cannot sustain anything. It wears down a locker room, especially when the same questions return every weekend. Inside that locker room, players are trying to hold things together. Veterans who have seen every kind of season are trying to calm the younger guys while still demanding more from everyone. The mood is not one of players giving up. It is one of players confused about why the momentum never arrives. When the quarterback position is unsettled, it affects everyone. Receivers struggle to find rhythm. Running backs see stacked fronts because the passing game never threatens consistently. The offensive line deals calm more blitz packages because defenses smell blood in the water. Everything spirals from there. That is why conversations about change at quarterback are not just emotional reactions from fans. They're reflections of a deeper issue about structure and leadership. And while the team tries to stay focused on finishing the season professionally, the outside noise keeps getting louder. Every day brings new debates about what the franchise must do, who will stay, who will go, and how the front office should approach the next chapter. Some argue that the draft should be the foundation for rebuilding. Others believe the team must hit free agency aggressively to fix immediate problems. What no one denies is that the upcoming offseason is going to be one of the most important in years. The wrong move could set the franchise back even further. The right move could help restore some identity. That is why the conversation around that standout safety prospect has grown so quickly. People recognize that he is more than just a talented defender. He represents the kind of tone-setting player who can reshape the attitude of a defense. He plays calm, a physical edge, the kind that forces opponents to think twice before challenging his territory. His ability to diagnose plays before they develop makes him feel like a veteran trapped in a college frame. Even his leadership presence has been highlighted. Coaches rave about how teammates gravitate toward him, how he studies film calm, the seriousness of someone who understands the weight of the position. If the Raiders did decide to go in that direction, it would send a message that the team is committed to strengthening its foundation. A great defense can change the pace of games, flip field position, and take pressure off an offense that is still trying to find its identity. It can buy time while the front office works to secure the future under center. It can turn close losses into competitive battles and competitive battles into wins. Raider Nation has always appreciated grit, and this player fits that mold perfectly. But draft speculation is just one side of the story. The present season is still happening, and every remaining matchup becomes another piece of evidence about how deep the struggles run. On the offensive side, coaches keep cycling through different combinations, trying to find any spark. They experiment calm, tempo, formation shifts, misdirection, but nothing has turned into a consistent solution. Drives begin calm promise but stall because of mistimed throws, missed assignments, or predictable play calling. When a team gets stuck in that pattern, defenses gain confidence. Opponents start crowding the box, daring the quarterback to beat them over the top. And when the connection is not there, the game plan collapses quickly. Meanwhile, you can feel the frustration spilling into post-game interviews. Some players speak calm honesty about what is going wrong. Others try to keep things diplomatic, avoiding blame, but still acknowledging that the standard is not being met. It is a delicate balance because no one wants to fracture the locker room, but they also cannot hide from the reality in front of them. When players say that communication must improve or that details are being missed, those comments are not accidents. There are small signals about the problems that fans cannot always see. Behind the scenes, the front office feels the pressure too. Every executive in the building understands the expectations that come calm, wearing silver and black. This is not a franchise that takes losing lightly. The move to Las Vegas brought renewed energy, new facilities, new opportunities, but winning football has not followed consistently. The responsibility to fix this falls on every level of leadership in the organization. They know that the fan base deserves more than empty promises and long-term projections. They deserve progress. Even calm all the frustration, the loyalty of Raider Nation remains one of the most powerful forces in the sport. These fans show up calm a fire that is unmatched. They bring noise, personality, passion, and identity. They turn every home game into a spectacle, no matter the record. They stand outside the stadium hours before kickoff, share stories across generations, and treat this team as part of who they are. That is why the incident involving the quarterback struck such a nerve. Raider Nation demands effort, pride, and respect. They understand mistakes happen on the field, but gestures that feel dismissive toward the fan base cut differently. As the season winds down, both players and coaches know that repairing that relationship must be a priority. A team's identity is built not just in the locker room, but in the bond between the franchise and its loyal supporters. That bond has always been the backbone of the Raiders, even before the move, even before the modern era. And when a season unravels like this one, that connection becomes even more important. The challenge now is navigating these final games' calm professionalism while preparing for changes that feel inevitable. Every rep on the field still matters. Every remaining snap is an evaluation. Some players are fighting to stay on the roster. Others are fighting to prove they deserve a larger role. Coaches are fighting to show they can create solutions even in adversity. The upcoming offseason will bring decisions that affect careers, futures, and the long-term direction of the franchise. As the season continues winding down, the Raiders face a crossroads. The remaining games will not only define the final standings, but will shape the narrative heading into the offseason. Players will be evaluated, strategies will be questioned, and the front office will be judged by the choices it makes in shaping the next chapter of the Silver and Black. The pressure is enormous, but so is the opportunity. Because if the organization finally commits to a clear direction, embraces a real identity, and gives this fan base something to believe in, the future could look very different from the turmoil unfolding now. And with the draft approaching, the tension only grows. Every scout's report, every player interview, and every workout session will carry significance. The Raiders cannot afford to miss. They cannot afford another year of false hopes. They need leaders, playmakers, and competitors who walk onto the field with the kind of fire that Raider Nation brings to every game. The kind of players who understand a responsibility that comes with wearing silver and black. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Could the Raiders really be about to flip the script on their defense? Sources close to the organization are buzzing with speculation after whispers emerged that T.J. Watt, one of the league's premier pass rushers, might be heading to Las Vegas. The very idea has set the NFL world on fire. Watt, known for his relentless pressure and game-changing ability, has long been a cornerstone for any defensive scheme he touches. If the rumors hold water, the Raiders wouldn't just be signing a player. They'd be reshaping the entire identity of their defense. Inside insiders are saying the potential move could signal a dramatic shift in strategy. Las Vegas has been searching for a true difference maker off the edge, someone who can turn tight games into highlight reels. Watt's arrival would instantly create a new level of chaos for opposing quarterbacks, forcing offensive lines to rethink every snap. Imagine him pairing with the current defensive core. The synergy could be electric. Already, chatter among fans and analysts is escalating, with social media flooded by speculation and mock-ups of what the defense could look like with Watt tearing through the line. Of course, no deal is confirmed yet, but the mere possibility is enough to make NFL circles buzz. Some insiders hint at complex contract negotiations, while others speculate about the front office pulling every string to make the blockbuster happen. If what lands in Las Vegas, it could trigger a domino effect, forcing other teams to reconsider their own defensive plans, perhaps even sparking a mini-arms race along the pass rush landscape. Fans are already imagining game-changing sacks, strip sacks, and momentum-shifting plays that could redefine the Raiders' season before it even begins. Whether it's pure speculation or the start of a seismic shift in the league, one thing is clear. The rumor alone has ignited the imaginations of fans and analysts alike. Could the Raiders really be on the verge of transforming their defense into a nightmare for quarterbacks across the NFL? If TJ Watt does indeed arrive, the silver and black may not just be playing games. They could be rewriting the defensive playbook entirely. The NFL rumor mill never sleeps, and this one promises to keep everyone talking for weeks. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.